Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We're diving off the deep end today, folks. We're talking about Amare. If you're not familiar with Amare, they are another MLM, also known as a multi-level marketing company, network marketing company, social selling company. Some would even refer to them as a pyramid scheme.
Oh, the horror!
And that is because of their recruitment-based business model where they recruit more people to make more money. These MLM businesses do have products that they shill on people to help get them into their communities. And the products of choice that Amare has is mental wellness products. So health and wellness, but they focus on mental health, and in my opinion, take advantage of people who are already very vulnerable and in a very tough space in their mental health journeys. With that said, I do want to give you a trigger warning. I have not watched this opportunity call yet, but I can assure you that there's probably some kind of mental health talk. So if that is something that triggers you, please go ahead and exit this video. There are plenty of other videos on my channel that are more fun and lighthearted. With all of that said, we're gonna get right the fuck into it. But first, we need the disclaimer.
They got the crowd, I got the church. Open verse 2, come get the word, then hit the curve. I feel like this in my ride today. I know how much she like rolling.
All right, well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Amare presentation for this evening. My name is David Scoltetti. I'm checking in from my home here in Naples, Florida, and it's absolutely awesome to be with you. You know, if you're a guest tonight or you're watching this on replay, we're going to share a couple things with you. First of all, we're going to share with you about the one and only mental wellness company. We're going to talk all about that space and the solutions we have for it.
Like therapy?
No, none of that sort of thing.
We're going to talk about an ownership structure with this company, Amare, that has a big vision, a huge vision of building a global business around this theme. And we'll break down the innovative products too, because let's face it, I mean, when it comes to what we have to offer, the innovative and science-based products are right at the top. So, and then last but not least, we're going to talk about a business model that no matter regardless of your background, we can show you how to build an asset that honestly doesn't have a ceiling to the cash flow that it spawns off. So with that said, this next slide shows about my background. I just want to introduce myself. I've been a lifelong entrepreneur. I'm 58 years old. I spent a good portion of my initial career as a financial advisor, but then I came across the profession of network marketing, and I've been at this for over 3 decades now. I've been very blessed, very fortunate to have had organizations grow to produce over it's going to be $1 billion before I retire, but $750 million in sales. And a lot of those experiences put me in a position to write a particular book called Ripple Marketing. And I only tell you that because it's really exciting to be here at Amare. I've only just joined this business 60 short days ago, and I'm just super excited about it. So with that said, I'm going to bring on Laura Evans. For those of you who don't know Laura, she's an amazing person. She has over 25 years of executive experience, C-suite executive experience with billion-dollar brands. She's been an accomplished international builder, both corporately and as a distributor. She's an expert in maximizing compensation plans. And in the last 10 years of her career, she's been a field leader, much of which has been with Amare Global, and that business has grown to over a $48 million run rate. But most importantly, you know, when I met Laura, the thing that really stuck out was the fact of her leadership. And just 2 years ago, she won the Servant Leader Award. This is in my opinion, the most respected reward is given at the national convention. And so she's got a heart of gold. She's a 6-figure giver to her foundation. And I'm going to let her kind of start things off, and we'll tell you about the background of this company and the products that we offer.
I love the way they're starting this. They're making it sound like they know what the they're talking about, when in fact they're not doctors. They have no idea what they're talking about. I hope there's somebody out there that's watching this that has some kind of eye-opening experience, that these people, when you're struggling mentally, they really have no idea what they're doing or what you need in order to make it out of that, to make it through that, to find and develop coping skills to get through those types of situations. Just because they sound professional and like they might know what they're talking about does not mean they can help you with your health, whether it's physical or mental. Do not fall for this shit. If they are not a doctor or a trusted professional with the training and knowledge to back the ways and methods to help you, run away. They prey on people, in my opinion, with mental illnesses, with depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, manic episodes, anything. They go after them because they want to get them to buy their shit and join their team. But that's just prolonging what you actually need, which is to talk again to a trained professional.
Oh, thank you so much, David. Thank you. Hey, everyone. It is so good to be here with you tonight. And you know what? Thank you for making the time to, especially if you're you're a guest, someone cared enough to invite you to take a look at this, and we promise you that we will make this a good use of your time. It's like a money back guarantee kind of promise. So let's just jump into who is Amare. We talked about the mental wellness movement. We are the one and only mental wellness company.
That's a sign. As somebody who's dabbled and failed at businesses, many businesses,
Well, at least you can admit it.
let me tell you why. Because I was trying to do things that nobody wanted, nobody needed. The services I was trying to provide,
Oh, do explain yourself.
pause, they were legal services.
Well, there's your problem right there.
There wasn't a market for it. There was not a need. And had I done the market research to see that there were not many people doing what I'm doing or what I was doing, I would have known that the market wasn't there. And when they're saying they're the one and only mental wellness company, there's a fucking reason. Because people don't need mental wellness companies. They need actual mental health care. And that's a big problem here in the United States if you live here. I don't know how it is in other countries, but that is a problem that these people, again, are taking advantage of. And they're focusing on the vulnerabilities of these people who really need help from professionals and pulling them into this bullshit scam. In my opinion, allegedly. I'm sorry, I get very heated about Amare and Optavia specifically, like really worse than anything else.
Amare was wise enough to trademark that several years ago when the company first launched, before mental wellness was a thing. And now it's become a booming industry. We have cutting edge holistic supplements that have patents, that are award winning, that have clinical studies behind them. We've had 7 years of consecutive revenue growth, which is kind of unheard of. So we are past the startup phase and into our stability, high growth phase. We're debt free and vertically integrated. And that becomes really important in terms of the stability of your company and who's behind you, as well as the kind of creativity and innovation that you can bring to the marketplace. We have a global footprint of over 26 countries. So what that means is when you make the decision to start a business here with Amare, you are immediately having access to building a business to those countries right away. So let's talk a little bit about our visionary ownership. We are owned by David Chung. He's our owner and CEO, which means he can make decisions quickly. He doesn't have to ask. He doesn't have to have a conversation with a board or a committee. He gets to make decisions and put things in place right away. David is a wellness and beauty products entrepreneur. There have been many articles and podcasts about him and his success in that space, in that industry. His success is credited to his reputation. He has such a stellar reputation in that space and in that market that business just continued to come chase after him. He acquired Amare in January of 2024. So we're almost approaching 2 years. He has over 34 years experience in developing and launching brands. And we get that experience as well as the staff and the other businesses that he owns working for us, working for you here at Amare. He recently sold a couple of years ago a billion-dollar beauty brand, a $4 billion beauty brand that he created from scratch to Procter & Gamble. So that says something about his business acumen.
Hold the phone. Okay, so he had apparently a makeup and skin brand called Pharmacy. And for a second, I thought it was Pharmacy. So apparently he sold this brand Pharmacy to Procter & Gamble, which really means nothing to me or this video. So we'll just get back into this idiot's ramble.
Oh, damn.
And his ability to have a vision and deliver on that vision. He brought vertical integration to Amare via iLabs with also IT packaging as well, IT systems, packaging, and marketing.
Great, wonderful. But is he a mental health professional?
How about no?
He's not. Usually when somebody starts a company like this and they want to help people with their mental health, they should probably have some kind of background in mental health.
Seems logical.
One of the things that attracted me to Amare is the core values the company was founded on. Drop in the chat which one of these core values resonates with you. So in case you don't know, Amare, the name actually means to love in Latin. You're with a company, you're evaluating a company that believes in love, believes it's important for you to love each other, but also to love yourself. And that's what our whole products, our whole business model is based around. But we also believe integrity.
Do you know what that word means?
Innovation, service, and humility are important. And these are not just part of our marketing, these are what we live out in our core values of how we treat one another inside and outside of the corporation. For me, integrity stood out. I wanted a company that I could be proud of, a company that did what they said they were going to do, and a company that I felt like what I was representing to people was something that they could actually do. You've probably heard and seen the increase over the last several years of like a cultural shift, like a change around mental wellness. Have you heard it? Say yes in the chat if you've noticed it. You're noticing athletes, celebrities, news articles, news television shows, documentaries, magazine covers. Everyone is talking about mental wellness, about mindfulness, about understanding, how did we get to where we are from a mental standpoint? And could we do the kinds of things that help our physical wellness to help us with our mental wellness? This has created a whole economy inside of the global wellness economy. So if you're not familiar with the global wellness economy, this economy has grown to 6 trillion last year and is headed to 7.5 trillion by 2030.
This disgusts me. And maybe I'm alone in this, but I don't think I am. It's just like essentially big pharma. Like we're taking our mental well-being and our physical well-being and putting a price tag on it, and it's gross. I hate that. There should be no price tag tied to our physical and mental health. And I say that as somebody with a medical background. The medical field is fucked.
No. Stay happy.
We can only do what we can do. Let's keep going.
And inside of that has this mental wellness market been created from 166 billion to about 264 billion. Some say 300 billion. That's going to happen in the next 5 years. Imagine if you could get just a piece of that growth
Imagine if you could just prey on people who are mentally unwell.
That's essentially what she's saying.
That's almost going to double in the next 5 years. It's the fastest growing segment of the wellness segment. Here at Amare, we are built on mental wellness, and that touches so many things. You're going to see here a full product line, products that people want and that people need for these kinds of solutions.
This is very much, and this is not something that I talk about a lot on my channel, but this is very much like what big pharma wants, right? We're not going to look at why we're feeling this way. We're just going to take the what is bothering you and help get rid of that. And the why, we could just let that be, because what you're feeling is gone from that. As I grow up,
I don't want to grow up.
I just feel like start at the base of the problem and you won't need to spend all this money and scam people into joining this company. Start at the base of the problem. Why are we anxious? Why are we depressed? Is it something that is situational that we can fix? Is it something we can go to therapy and work through with that? Why is it immediately take this supplement and you'll feel better? No, figure out why you're feeling that way before you take a supplement and join an MLM.
I'm going to touch on just a few of those tonight for you. Our number one selling product package is Happy Juice. We nicknamed this Happy Juice. That's not what the scientists called it.
Gee, I wonder why.
They created these award-winning patented formulas, these two separate products that when you combine them together, they not only make you feel happy immediately, but they're addressing the root cause of the gut-brain connection. We were way ahead of our time beginning to talk about that your gut is signaling to your brain. In fact, the majority of serotonin, dopamine, and calming GABA come from your gut and signal to your brain. So how you feel in your head is not just in your head. It's actually coming from your gut. So when you address that with a targeted prebiotic and probiotic formula like we have in Mentabiotics, that's one of our flagship products, then you start seeing a real difference in how you're feeling. You feel happy.
Yes, that is accurate because it's a prebiotic and a probiotic. You'll also feel a difference if you eat a more whole and nutritious diet. There are different things that you can do that do not require taking supplements like this. This is nothing groundbreaking. The gut is tied to how you feel. That's just how the human body works. It's a marketing ploy. You can get pre and probiotics from eating yogurt. You can get them from a less expensive pre and probiotic from the grocery store or from the vitamin store that you frequent, whatever it is. This is just horseshit.
Happier. You feel brighter. You feel like you're in a good mood. And it helps you to reduce your stress and respond with more resilience. Edge is one of the first nootropics on the market. A few years ago, we launched. We have it in 4 flavors now, and it is working on the executive brain function to increase your focus and increase your memory. Is anything I'm talking about of interest to you?
Not even a little bit.
Drop it in the chat if any of those things I said sounds like something that you need, or better yet, if you've already had an experience with it, tell everybody in the chat how that was for you. Another one of our very popular product lines is the Triangle of Health.
Interesting choice of words, huh?
And the Triangle of Health is really focused on physical wellness. So this product line is something that helps you from sunrise in the morning to just a very powerful antioxidant superfood system, all the way to helping you with going to sleep and having more calm in sleep. And it's based on nitric oxide, so it's working at the cellular level.
Oh God, here we go with this shit again.
This has been an award-winning, results-driven, clinical study-driven product line for several years and going. One of the things I have to take some time to mention to you is that we're one of the only companies in the world that focuses on kids' mental well-being. And any parents out there, or if you've got any kids in your life as an aunt, an uncle, or a teacher, you know how really, really important that is, especially in these times. We want happy kids.
Happy kids don't come from giving them happy juice and supplements. Happy kids come from loving parents, from getting the things that they need, like actual food, water, clean water, milk, clothes, laundering their clothes. That's where happy kids come from, not from parents who have joined MLMs and give them the false hope of happy juice. What the fuck are we doing? Again, there's a reason why many other companies don't do this.
We want focused kids. We want kids that are playful, that are enjoying their childhood. So these products address the emotional wellness, such as happiness for kids, also help them calm and wind down so that they get a good night's sleep, because that's really important. And it's melatonin free, which is also important, and helps with overall focus and clarity, kids' mood. These are award-winning and patented as well, exclusively at Amare. Now, very recently, just a couple of weekends ago, Amare revealed an innovative product line that they've been working on for a few years, because again, we're developing things that are unique here from scratch, not been done before the way that we are doing it. So we did the research to know that 40% of skin conditions have a mental component. And after all, skin is our largest organ. So what if there's a gut-skin axis as well? Not just a gut-brain axis, but what if skin is that third brain? You've got the gut and the brain communicating. You've got the gut and the skin and the brain communicating. What's showing up on your skin isn't just what's happening to you, it could be also what's happening within you. So we came up with the skincare brand powered by neuroscience that visibly transforms your skin and uplifts your mood.
That's a lot of what ifs and could be's for a solution to a problem we don't even know exists. What are you doing? Do you hear yourself? This is ridiculous.
If any of you on this call have tried this, drop it in the chat what you're noticing. Here's what I notice.
What you're noticing is a placebo effect, most likely, if they haven't even proved that this is a thing that needs to be taken care of.
The optimist, as you can imagine, helps boost your mood. The new day helps with focus and clarity. And the new night helps calm and helps you wind down for an evening of rest. So, I know whoever invited you to this call is going to be able to help you determine what is the perfect product selection for you that meets the needs that are the most important to you and stays within your budget. You can choose to become a customer, and you're going to get some great perks for that. In fact, customers earn up to 25% back each month on orders, which result in free products. You could also share Amare with your friends as a customer. You have a $10 off link, and you get a free product every time you refer a friend. And I want you to know for sure, we know our products work. We have confidence in offering you a 90-day money-back guarantee because you're going to see and feel the difference. So I mentioned a second ago that you can earn up to 25% back, and that is true, 10% to 25% back on every order. And I just want you to know, in the event that you decide to choose a convenient way to shop with our Subscribe and Save, there's many benefits and rewards. What's most important is you can change your subscription anytime. You can change the address, you can pause it, you can push the date out, whatever's flexible for you. This is a flexible program for you. But it helps to have your products auto replenished because we know that you're going to want them and not want to be without them. And you can redeem the credits, the loyalty rewards that you're earning for free products, plus any shipping that you pay counts towards free products as well.
It's also helpful to you because you make more money. This is a point that I like to bring up. A lot of times people forget to, myself included, to cancel their monthly subscriptions. It's like that Rocket Money thing you see all the time. And no, I don't have a sponsor with them. I'm just mentioning it because I hear it all the time. Rocket Money will help you with your subscriptions that you forget about. Anyway, that was a free plug, I guess.
God, you're an idiot.
So, it's another marketing ploy. They want you to subscribe so that the majority of people forget, and then they're still reaping the monetary benefits and getting the paycheck at the end of the day. But you, even if you don't want the products and you forgot to cancel it, oh well, your card's already charged and you'll have to cancel it for the next month. If you remember. If not, the cycle starts all over again. Again, that's just, a theory of mine that's slightly proven.
All right, Dave, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura. That was fantastic. Yeah, the products you love. I've only been here for 60 days and I'm loving about 10 products right now, including that Skin to Mind. Which look, I've been using skincare for a while, and this has got me looking shiny. That's all I have to say. It's looking shiny. So anyhow, I get to talk about the business part of this thing. So
he's such a pro. Imagine going to a mental health professional and you sit down and they're like,
I've only been in the mental health sector for 90 days. It's been amazing. What's bothering you today?
No, I'm leaving. I will find somebody more qualified.
if you're interested in the business model, this is certainly for you. The first thing I want to talk about is just the current environment. I'm not a doom and gloom person. As I mentioned earlier, I've been a financial advisor for over 3 decades, as part of my network marketing career. But there's a certain that's going on in our industry and in our economy today. Inflation is certainly rising. We've all experienced that since COVID. I heard a stat: 2/3 of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, that may not be you, but trust me, it's a big piece of the pie when you look at, when you look at the world out there. 42% of people are actually dipping into savings, taking premature distributions, out of their retirements, doing things that they probably wouldn't want to be doing unless they had to. Okay. And then you have the average American that needs somewhere between $700 and $1,200 more monthly just to live at the lifestyle they want to, let alone pay off their debt. Okay. And so all kinds of dynamics are happening. And that really there lies the opportunity. I mean, from my perspective, I've always believed in helping people have a second, if not a third additional income stream, because I thought that diversity was really important. So what's the solution? Well, it's become a brand partner. right? And as you can see here, I think it's on the next slide there, Laura, on the brand partner, there's a couple things that I really love about this. Number one, it's complete location freedom. Okay, meaning it doesn't matter where you live, anywhere in the world, you can actually build an Amare business. Okay, and so a lot of people have the luxury of having remote jobs and they can be everywhere, but most people don't. In this particular case, no matter where you are, you can do it.
No matter where you are, if you have Wi-Fi, right? You have to have service. But also, do you want that location freedom? As somebody who has said they wanted location freedom for their work in the past, I don't want that. No. Because when I'm on vacation, I don't want to be expected to be on all the time.
Bob, I thought I made it clear to you that I'm on vacation.
I don't want to have to answer my phone or put in your order or help you with your order or help you figure out how to mix your happy juice. No, I'm on vacation. So I don't want that location freedom. I don't want to have to work when I am someday vacationing in Fiji.
You're living in a dream world, baby.
A girl can dream, right?
The startup costs are low, as we'll illustrate in a moment. It gives you the opportunity to monetize your social media. Look, if you or people you know have a big social media following, this is a way they can monetize it and do it with a cause, which I think is fantastic. There's a global footprint, mind you. There's 26 countries that we operate in. And you get to create what I've always called leveraged or recurring income. Like we all have leveraged recurring bills, right? Or recurring costs each and every month. Why not create a recurring revenue as well? That's why I've been in this business for so long. And that's what I'm super excited about, as it pertains to these products. And then lastly, I can't pound the table hard enough on tax benefits. I don't know, honestly, with a financial advisor background, I don't understand how anybody couldn't be in the pursuit of a 1099 in some capacity just so they can reap the benefits of the tax write-offs that the tax code gives you. So that's why I think everybody should become a brand partner.
As a 1099 contracted employee for the past 6 years, it's not that amazing to have those write-offs, and not everything can be written off. Okay, David?
Oh my God, ew, David.
But here's the brilliance of it. You get to build it from your phone. Okay. And you can download the Amare Builder app when you become a brand partner, and so many great things can happen. Number one, all your onboarding, all your training is on your phone. Number two, when you want to go share something with somebody or enroll somebody, you do it from your phone, right? You can manage your business. There's back office reports, all the announcements, everything really comes to you right out of the gate, right? So let's talk about how you get paid, like the money that's associated with it. When I looked at this, I was like enamored because, wow, there's like 7 different ways to get paid. And I think it was spread out very, very nicely. First and foremost,
I've gone over this in a previous video. I remember seeing it now. I didn't remember it when I started this video. And with that said, like I always say, the way you get paid should not be this fucking complicated. There should not be 7 steps to earning in one source of revenue. It shouldn't be this complicated. If it's this complicated, it's likely pyramid scheme like business. Allegedly.
We call fast start bonuses. What this basically means is that you can go out and earn 20% on any new personal enrollments of customers or brand partners that you personally enroll. But what's really cool about this part of the plan is that if you enroll 500 points of subscription volume in any particular month, the company will guarantee you at least $500. So ask yourself, take a breath on that one and ask yourself for a second, like, who do I know that would like to make an extra $500 a month? It's that easy. Okay. Number two, there's a bonus called a social selling bonus. For those that are influencers, for those who really get passionate, behind these products and can go out and build a big customer base, you can earn up to 38% commissions, not only on the first order, but the ongoing orders as well. So let me give you an illustration. Laura talked about our Happy Juice product, right? If you had 100 people on that product every single month, you'd make an extra 45 grand a year in additional income.
45 grand a year for 100 people consistently a month. Do you understand the unlikeliness of that happening, sir? Because I don't think you do. If you're watching this, you might need to go touch grass, go for a walk, get some fresh air, reconnect with reality.
Come back to reality, Tom.
Okay, $3,800 a month. It's 45 grand a year. So that just gives you an idea how powerful that part of it is. The minimum monthly reward, I think, is really great. As a matter of fact, I had this discussion with somebody the other day where they were interested in earning an extra $2,000 a month so they could pay their rent. And I told them very simply, there's a way I can guarantee you $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, or $2,500 a month. And these were just ranks that were.
You can't guarantee any of that. And he can actually get in trouble for that because it is against the FTC guidelines to guarantee anybody making any kind of income in any MLM or in any opportunity.
This wasn't the top of the plan. This was going out and building a 5, 10, 15,000 point business on a monthly basis and being able to guarantee to knock off one of your highest bills, your monthly bills. He loved it, right? There's rank advancement bonuses. You can earn up to $93,000 and change. But check this out. There's a promotion going on where now you can tack on 25% onto that. So I guess it's up to 120 some odd $1,000 you can earn with this promotion that we have just moving through the plan. Another thing that's really cool, they have these awesome vacations.
These are fake numbers that you're coming up with. These are what ifs. They're all what ifs. These aren't actual numbers that anybody is making. You have no proof that anybody is guaranteed to make this kind of income.
There's one coming up in Cabo. They just announced one in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I haven't been there in about 20 years, so I'm excited to go back there. That should be fun. And then ultimately, there's bonus pools, and you can create what I call legacy income, but that's a relative term. Here's what I do know, that you can build an asset here with Amare Global that can pay you month over month over month.
You could do that at your job too. It pays you week over week or bi-week over bi-week or month after month. It's the traditional jobs pay you and they guarantee you a pay, unlike these MLM businesses like Amare.
And that to me is the most attractive thing, because when you really look at the landscape of how you build an income and make money in the world, that's far and few between, unless you're an owner of real estate or have other passive investments, right? So how do you get started? If you're looking to get involved in a brand partner, in my opinion, there's 3 ways. There's these launch packs that range anywhere from $300 to $800. There's incredible value in these packs, by the way. You can get multiple, depending on what package you purchase. There's multiple packs you can get within it, and there's also all this additional product that you can get. And as long as you purchase the smallest one, which is just $300, there's actually a free product, free shipping, and all of these packages have a free convention ticket to the 2026 convention, which is happening this March in Chicago. So
I don't think anything that you just said is free is actually free. You're just paying for it in that large price tag.
So that's a $200 value. So that's the way I would suggest getting started. But you also may be thinking, geez, like I've never done this before. How am I going to do this? Like, who's going to teach me? Who's going to guide me through this?
Just don't do it. Don't do it. Let us guide you away from this opportunity. It's just don't do it. Run away.
The good news is there's systems and there's support to do so. Okay. So we have this full online community, which is certainly amazing through Facebook and social media. We have a turnkey onboarding. So as soon as you get enrolled, you can go through a texting service and have an onboarding sent right to you. I mentioned about the Amare app. I mean, that's it, guys. You build the business from your phone. We actually have a customized ChatGPT, and I just want to take a deep breath on this one for a minute, because this really shines the light on how amazing, what amazing time we are in right now, right? I mean, it's really incredible. Like, I don't know if any of you have not used artificial intelligence at all. If you haven't, just start in a simplistic way and go to ChatGPT and get a free account and start using it. Like, it's amazing. But what we've done is we've customized a team ChatGPT. Her name is Joy. And you can literally go in there and ask her any question about the company, the products, the business model. What should I do on social media, right? And it'll tell you exactly. You can have a conversation with it. It's absolutely brilliant. The learning curves have been completely leveled. And I just think this is amazing, because I franchised the business at one point in my life. And when you purchase a franchise, you're making a significant capital investment for the know-how, for the systems, right, to build that business, right? And in some cases, like if you're purchasing a McDonald's or some of these high-end franchises, you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. And here you can come in for $300 and get access to all this stuff, including a 20.
You're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to start a franchise like McDonald's. But do you understand the return on investment you get from starting a franchise like McDonald's? Nothing close to joining a fucking bullshit business like Amare. Have several seats.
24/7 chat, all the social media content, education you need. And what else can I say? So with that said, we're excited about working with people, right? And our theme, our kind of approach, one of our approaches as a team is we think it's about all about the people. We do things with purpose, and we're built for prosperity, So if you love people, this is going to be a place for you. If you love doing things with purpose and it makes you feel good to leave with something that's really helping other people, then this is for you. And then lastly, no matter how you define prosperity, because everybody has their own definition of it, you can get it through this profession. There's many people on this call and in this company that have proven that out over the years. It's a really good thing. So we look forward to working with you. Laura, thank you very much for leading the way with this. This is great. And if you are a guest, just get back to whomever invited you. Let them know how you want to start, whether it's a customer, on subscription, or become a business partner with us. So thanks a lot, everybody. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.
Yikes. That looked fake. She looks like a robot when she did that. Anyway, that wasn't so bad. I didn't get as heated as I usually do with Amare videos, but it was definitely helpful in pointing out what to look for when these Amare vultures are coming after anybody like me with mental health issues. Mine. We're not alone. We got this, and we don't need an MLM to help us through it. Anyway, if you missed it in the last video, I am starting a new series, I guess, video series. I hate calling it that, but it is what it is, where I am reacting to your crazy life stories. They can be anonymous if you want them to be. I will not ever put identities out there for the world to know or see. You can submit a story if you are interested in being involved in this series. I might have guests on in the future and things like that, so I'm really excited. But there's a Google form or some kind of doc. I haven't put it together yet because I'm me, but by the time this video is out, there will be something to fill out to submit your story, and it will be in the description of this video below. So let's have fun with this series, hopefully. Hopefully I get stories. Imagine I get nothing. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.